Welcome back, y'all. My name is AJ, and I'm here to yap about Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Today, our journey begins for realsies. We'll be setting sail to our first Disney World, as well as doing our first gummy mission. So let me go explain all the basic details of that. The green cursor shows your current position. Select your next destination with the cursor. Update the battle level when selecting destinations. More stars mean stronger Heartless in that world. So yeah, this game, to represent how strong enemies are, don't use levels. They have stars. Very helpful. But yeah, let's set sail. We travel to different worlds on the gummy ship. The Heartless often give us a hard time. Always be on the lookout during flight. Your journey will be documented until you reach your destination. That does not sound like a very goofy phrase. Seek out missions each world has to offer. Control the gummy ship with the analog stick. Use that to descend and that to ascend. The blue gauge shows the power level. Firing lasers, among other things, consumes power. The green gauge shows the strength of the armor. If it reaches 0, it's back to the departing point. So yeah, to explain also, if you press the X button, you will slow the ship's brakes down like this. So you can get a better shot like that. Alright, so gummy missions, no one's favorite part of Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm going to explain only the real basics of it right now. Well, I guess we just covered the basics already right now. There's actual proper gummy missions, which are tied to the score bar you see on the right side, but I will cover that at a later date. So, until then, let's just get to the next world, all ship-shape. So, as a part of me reading from the Kingdom Hearts 1 light novel by Tomoko Kanamaki, a lot of the time during the gummy sequences, there's actual conversations with Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Jiminy inside the ship itself. So, for our initial route to our first time route to a world, I'm going to start reading passages from it, since the actual, interesting stuff for gummy mission happens after you first go to a world. So, how does this thing move? Asked Sora. Well, what? Can't really talk much right now, Donald replied, gripping the control stick as the ship barked a full 45 degrees. Also, were you not listening to the goddamn tutorial I gave you like 5 minutes ago? Sheesh. When Sora looked past him to the expanse of the ocean between, you see big rocks like meteors, and strange shapes floating around. It did look like piling would take some level of concentration. Let me fly the ship. No way. Sora moved away from the cockpit and plugged himself down in the corner of the ship. Donald could let him try a little. Goofy saw him sulk and went to sit next to him. Hey, Sora. Come on, do you think I'd do it for a little bit? Donald's so mean. Well, you know, I've tried it before, and it's not that easy flying the gummy ship. Really? DualShock controller. Can't be that hard. Just as Sora said that, the gummy ship made a huge turn and nearly fell over. I bet I'd be better at it. With all his attention and a control stick in his hands, Donald didn't seem to hear them. Maybe he'll let me try it soon? Jiminy hopped out of his Sora's pocket. They say that this gummy ship runs on some mysterious power. That's right, said Goofy. That's why it can go between different worlds. Sora looked around the cabin. There was plenty of space for them to move around, but had a feeling of any other vehicle. This stuff used to make the ship is pretty special, said Jiminy. Special? What is it? It's made of a particular material called gummy blocks. And this material... What? Jiminy explained with a memo in one hand, found himself struck by Donald's shout. There's something up ahead! It's our first Disney World, Wonderland, based on 1951's Alice in Wonderland. I guess we just jumped off straight into the rabbit hole. By the way, the song that plays during this scene, it's specifically meant for this scene, and this is the last point in Kingdom Hearts 1 that really gives unique cutscene music for the payment scene, which I think is kind of a shame.
I'm here. I should be there. Oh, I'm late. Oh, the queen. She'll clap my head for sure.
Because a lot of cutscenes in the future, I should say, will be songless, and it could get very awkward, and this will be a recurring trend throughout the rest of the series. Right. That's the same gag for the movie. I just finished watching Alice in Wonderland again. It's a very quaint movie. It's kind of boring in the first half, but it gets a little more interesting in the second half. This location right here, Bizarre Room, it is completely original to Kingdom Hearts. The room with the doorknob in the original movie looks like this, and you know, can't really do much with that. Before approaching the doorknob, hit this bed.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That talks.
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
This whole sleepy bit
Good morning.
and like being
Good
annoyed that
night.
he's being woken up is original Kingdom Hearts as well. He was very friendly in the movie.
What do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
Well, remember what my mother's always said? If someone's mysterious doorknob tells me to drink poison, then drink that poison. Yeah, but the shrinking gimmick is here. So, Alice would eat something to grow larger. Unfortunately, it's still just a liquid here.
Come on!
Alright, we got Heartless here as well. What the fuck? Let us in! Fine.
See ya!
Well, fixing that.
Court is now in session.
I'm on trial.
That's the original voice of Alice, by the way. Catherine Beaumont. I think how you say it.
Queen of Hearts presiding. And a king.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
But yeah, I believe she was a child when she originally recorded for Alice in Wonderland back in 1951. So it's really nice that she came back to this game.
Nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence!
Dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Yeah, but
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
Goofy.
Oh, yeah.
She's about to fucking die.
It's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart.
Or would it be battery?
No! Oh, please!
Hold it! Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Oh, it's the heart one.
Come on, just fucking...
Anyway, she's not the one.
They can see it.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Evidence. Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Fail is off with all of your heads. Get as much or little evidence as you please. Report back here once you're ready. I hope you guys don't like voice acting, because that's the last bit of it for this entire world. Do not anger the queen. She's really scary. Trust me, you don't want to get on her bad side. No one defies the queen and keeps his head. I just want this whole thing to end. So yeah, this is supposed to be like an adaptation of the hedge mage that's outside the queen's castle, but like the actual courtroom was not in the hedge mage. It was in an actual area. And also, I don't know, this is the only Disney World in the entire game that does this, but like, why is it like we're stuck in a cheaply made cedar prop? It's really weird, and I don't like it. I did say someone suspicious. You. Why should I help you? Should have gotten involved. You're wasting your time. Whoop. Before you sits Her Royal Majesty, the noble Queen of Hearts, and the King. The Queen is always right. No one has ever questioned her judgment at the trial. The Queen's word here is law. Go and find proof of her innocence. Don't keep the Queen waiting. So you stalling. Alright, both of these cards say the same thing. Do not speak to the defendant! Don't even think about it. The girl's not going anywhere. Quit loitering! Do you want to be arrested too? Oh, fucking loitering. Who are you? I'm Sora. I'm Goofy, and that there's Donald. Pleased to meet you, though I do wish it was under better circumstances. I'm sorry I got mixed up in this nonsense. Why are you in trial in the first place? I should very like to know the same thing. Apparently, I was guilty from the moment I took the stand. That's crazy. Guys, what's a trial? There's no crime on Destiny Islands. I don't know, court? I don't play VNs. So, where are you from? Curious. I can't quite remember. You see, I found this mysterious rabbit hole, and when I tried to peek inside, I tumbled in head over heels. And I found myself here. So, you're from another world. That's funny. Maybe we don't need a ship then. I don't get it. This is like the only time they like bring up like, oh, you can cross over to other worlds like that easily. Like, the entire game. What do you mean, another world? Enough! The defendant will be silent! Oh, if only I hadn't peeked inside that rabbit hole. I guess a bit too curious for my own good. I asked this Cheshire Cat how to get home. And he told me to ask the Queen. So I came here to see her and I was arrested. She simply refuses to listen to me. It's so unfair. I haven't done anything wrong. What shall I do? I should like to keep my head. Why, if my head and body become separated, nothing will reach my stomach. I really... Alice is probably the best part about her movie. She's like... she's not like the other girls. She's really endearing. You better bring back evidence soon. How dare you stand there? Well, what are you staring at? Where's your husband? I killed him and ate him. Oh god. I don't like Wonderland. Who are you? It's a very delayed response, Donald. Who, indeed? Poor Alice. Soon she's lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. Get used to this, Sora. It's gonna become a running trend throughout these games. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lies in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. Dear cinch to find. The 4th is a bit tricky. Big reward if you can find them all. Should we trust him? To trust or not to trust? I'll trust you decide. But yeah, like you said, there's 4 pieces of evidence. You only need 1, but let's get all 4 and I'll explain a little bit more how that works. First... Ow!
Fire! Fire!
Thank you, Donald. You get him, Goofy. Give me these, sir. Alright, so these are the talking flowers in the movie. I understand if you would not understand that because, they don't have human faces like they do, but they're all gonna ask for items. And I know you're probably gonna be a little stingy at items at this point in the game, but trust me, just do it. Just, like, give up your Ethers. Go against your JRPG instincts.
Here!
Thank you. Many strangers lately. The real important one is this one, so... Give me a potion, and I'll make you bigger. This one, flowers can only be activated once, except for this one.
This should help.
Because this will always make you bigger. So what you want to do is step on this. And... grab this, as it'll shrink you back down. Sora has no care for what he's putting in his mouth that could potentially be harmful to him. Ow! Yeah, you fuckers.
Fire!
A lot of items you'll get from using the flowers, so I say it's worth it. The first piece of evidence, footprints. You want a potion?
Here!
Get a little empty boards, get a high potion. Thanks! You see this more of like that wall painted look? I don't know why it does this. It really does make the world feel like it's a set rather than like the actual location you're visiting. And no other world in the game has this feeling. Give me an Ether.
This should help.
The Bazaar Room's all the answers. Alright. Evidence number 2 will be up here. Now, I think this chest you're meant to get later, but if you, like, get to the very edge and... There you go. That's a gummy piece. Anything that ends with, like, /G is a gummy piece. And, like, a lot of chests in this game will have gummy pieces, so I hope you're ready for that. Again, I'll explain gummy stuff at a very later date. Let's head up here. This is too big to eat right now. Alright, so I'll explain the Dalmatians real quick. I know they say there's 99, but you get 3 per very pickup, so in reality, there's more like 30 chests with Dalmatians you need to find. And every single time, you have a total of more than like over 10. Well, okay, there's 10 rewards. So each reward is spaced out after you get to the next digit. There's a little chart right here. You may need certain abilities to help find them, but yeah. You might not be getting all the puppies right away in your first visit to the world. This game kind of has like a Metroidvania feel where you get more movement abilities to explore worlds. This will send you back to the Bazaar Room. We get our third piece of evidence. Stench. Don't ask me how they put stench in a box. Let's head back into the Lotus Forest. Alright, and get the final piece of evidence. Head back up here. And this is a path you created by stomping on the slog one big. This is the hardest one to find of all, so gonna take you back to the Bazaar Room. Very careful, you're gonna be at the very edge, so just... The camera's gonna be working against you here. Boop. Well, look what you found. Nice going. Now we can save Alice. Don't be so sure. She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. Obtain the power of ice. Learn magic spell blizzard. Okay, so you only need to find this piece of evidence to get the blizzard spell, but yes, you can get the blizzard spell early by getting this piece of evidence, which I think is really, really cool. You normally get blizzard at the end of this world if you don't get it here. Alright, so now we have 4 pieces of evidence. Let's bring it to this guy. Either of these 2 cards will do. Are you ready to present the evidence before the queen? Yeah, sure. Very well. Consul, step on the podium. Now, show me what you have found. Well, that's certainly a lot of evidence, but I'm still not impressed. Cards, bring forth my evidence! Checking all 5 would be a waste of time. Alright, choose someone you wish to present. I'll decide who's guilty based on that evidence. What? After all the trouble of collecting it? You dare object? Then you will lose your head! Now, choose! 1 box! So depending which box touches the ground first, has the Heartless in it. Since we have 4 pieces of evidence, there's 4 Heartlesses. But every single piece of evidence you don't have, the Queen of Hearts will have Donald and Goofy in it, so... First, let's just... make your choice. You're doomed anyway. You could only pick one. Choose carefully. Get on with it! It's in your hands now. No, you're stalling. Hurry up and choose. Of course, your guess is as good as mine. You better pick the right one. See you helping Donald. Why not just choose the one you found? Oh, yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Just make up your mind already. This one. Now we shall see who the real culprit is. What in the world was that? There's your evidence. Alice is innocent. Silence! I am the law here! Article 29. Anyone that fights the queen is guilty. That's crazy! Seize them all at once! So yeah, no matter what you pick, you will enter this card fight here. It just depends what party members you have with you. To quickly cover what happens if Donald or Goofy is chosen, basically they will be put in these mini cages right here, but you can actually break them out and they will start attacking. So yeah, the real goal here is ignore the cards. They will hurt you, so get the tower. If you really want the cards to get off your back, the cards will now lose control since the queen's down. The cards can be defeated, but they'll get it back in a few seconds. Donald and Goofy can keep them off my back. There we go. What a twist! She must have gotten kidnapped while we were fighting. You fools! Find the ones who's behind this now! I don't care how! So are we cool now? Just look away for a moment, and the queen is furious. We must find Alice quickly. If we don't find her, it means all our heads. Probably the next one to stand on trial. Without a defendant, there is no trial. Find Alice and bring her here. Failure will not be tolerated. Without defendant, there is no trial. The fuck? You hit me! Kill him! Hey, I'm on your side. You're not hiding anything from me, are you? Find Alice, or else! Quit dawdling! If you go into the journal in the middle of the world, it will actually, give a little story update. After falling to the deep hole, Sora and company arrived in Wonderland, and the White Rabbit all the way to the Queen of Hearts castle. Witness the trial of the unreasonable queen falsely accused Alice. Angered by this injustice, Sora rushed in and challenged the queen. He and his friends gathered the evidence of Alice's innocence, and the trial resumed. The queen was not convinced and ordered her car soldiers to seize them. After fighting them off, Sora noticed that Alice had disappeared from her cage. What happened to Alice? Was she abducted? Find her! Oh yeah, a little fun fact. The doorknob was the only character in Alice in Wonderland 1951 who didn't appear in the original story. I think Alice in Wonderland, like the original book by Lewis Carroll, is like one of, if not the most like best-selling books of all time, like next to the fucking Bible. Where'd that girl disappear to? Keep looking, she can't gone far. Hurry, or you two will incur the queen's wrath. I just did. No time for idle chatter. Find her! The queen has spoken. Find Alice at once. Court is in recess until the girl is found. The queen demands immediate satisfaction. Queen spoken! Guys, really let us go that easily. Oh, why did you hit me so hard? You were not in the fight. I checked. There was no 10 of spades in that fight. I hate fighting. Well, I have my orders. What happened? She just vanished in thin air. I'm doing the worship my butt. I'm gonna go home. Head back into the Lotus Forest. Okay, madam. Calm down. Have you seen Alice? Alice? No. Shadows? Yes.
Where did they go?
This way, that way, doesn't matter. Left, right, up, and down, all mixed up thanks to the shadows. Step deeper into the forest to the deserted garden. You might find shadows in the upside down room. Alright. New enemies have started spawning. This is the iconic large body. You cannot attack anything from the front, you must go behind them. So magic ignores that rule. To explain, this is Blizzard. As you can see, it's like a shotgun torpedo effect, so... Ow. It fires off like a few crystals, which helps really gather like widespread enemies. Those are Rick Nocturnes, they are weak to Blizzard. Hitting them with the attack will give you an extra tech point, and it will stun them. Large bodies do not like Donald, for the record. Goofy can handle them pretty well, but poor duck. Alright, so we want to grow this big again.
Here.
Alright, let's first take this and then hit the tree. Sorry, dude. And then push the rock into the water. This somehow raises lily pads. I don't know. Wonderland's quirky like that. Gonna shrink back down. Alright, let's go here. This is a little side area, so... There you go. Blizzard usually takes care of the Red Nocturnes in like one hit. Get this Trinity. Shock me. These flowers, this is the real kinky stuff. Give me a high potion, flower. Thanks. One of our friends have a mysterious power. No, I think that's the one who grows. And you can find a shortcut back to the Queen's Castle, which can take you up here. And more puppies. How these puppies ended up in these chests, don't ask me. Ooh, yay! Okay, so these are white mushrooms. These are pacifist heartless. So the gimmick here is that they're gonna do multiple animations, and depending on the animations, you gotta hit them with a corresponding spell. Do this 3 times in a row, and they give you a proof that you've mastered that spell. So that is, he's cold, so we wanna hit it with fire.
Fire!
That's, he's hot, so you wanna hit him with blizzard. But you went 3 in a row.
Fire!
You get 3 in a row, you get a fire, elemental art, and you get the good 10 tech points. So we want him to do, he's hot. The one with the sun above him for a spell we don't have yet. There we go. If you hit them, or if you hit them with the wrong spell, they will get angry and leave. These guys are also on the time limit, by the way, so you want to get this done as soon as possible. Blizzard Arts. You cannot go all 3 in a row, so let me show you what happens with that.
See ya!
Hit him with 1 blizzard,
Fire!
1 fire, then
See ya!
another fire. So he'll give you only 1 tech point. Well, he'll give you a synthesis item matching that spell. So it's a good way, an alternate way to grant synthesis, which again, we cannot access the synthesis shop until later in the game. So doing this, he'll give me a frost shard if I hit him 1 more time with blizzard. If he does blizzard. Or he could disappear. Yeah, that's the time limit, like I said. But yeah, we'll be, white mushrooms in this world only do the 3 basic spells. In later worlds, they will have spells, dependent on that world. But let's go up here to the new path we've made to this part of the Bazaar Room. And like the Cheshire Cat said, it is now up and down and all around.
Deep freeze.
Hit them with Blizzard. It's such a good spell. I would recommend jumping to do Blizzard, so
See ya.
the landing animation will cancel the lag of the spell. Because you see, it takes much longer to act out of Blizzard on the ground than landing on the air. Alright, so hit this. Oh, no. Hit this latch. That'll, for some reason, make the book not 2D. Activate one of the torches. This will enter a new area. This is actually a reference to Tweedledee and Tweedledum's little number. So, the night side and the daytime sides reverse, which is weird. Also, Tweedledee and Tweedledum do not appear, which is kind of weird because they're kind of iconic in the movie. But here's the second torch. This one just gives you a chest. Ooh, defense boost. So yeah, stat boost items are really rare in this game. So I would recommend just using them on Sora. Go to a hidden area of the Lotus Force. Alright, this guy is gonna want... I know. This will probably give you a heart attack. But he wants an elixir. Or she wants an elixir. So just hand it over.
This should help.
Ignore your JRPG senses. Mystical shard. And a boatload of money. The room at the center of this world has a secret. Give me a potion. Nope.
Here.
And it gives you a high potion in return. Forest has all kinds of paths. This is actually on the other side of like that gummy chest we got earlier. This is a white trinity. We can't do the same with us so far, so let's head back into the water. Oops. Did not want you guys appearing.
See ya.
This only opens when there's no enemies around. So pop you up into another part of the Bazaar Room, this time the chimney. Let's activate the barrel here real quick.
See ya.
See, Blizzard is so good. It just takes out so many enemies at once.
Come on. Fire.
Deep freeze.
You saw the crit there actually staggered it. Well, combo finishers in general will make a large body stagger. Thanks, Goofy. You can actually get tech points if you parry his charge. When the large body has low HP, it will turn blue, and it will charge right forward. That's his strongest attack.
Deep freeze.
Come on.
Alright, let's activate the faucet that we were standing on earlier. That was clearly missing the bucket, but whatever. And this is another way into the Queen's Castle. Meter G, that's a strong laser for the gummy ship. Let's actually get on with plot now. He's set to head deeper into the forest. You may remember earlier that rock we pushed into the little water over there was actually blocking that little door right there.
See ya. Ha. Ha. This is it.
Okay, don't know how that didn't stun it, but whatever.
Deep freeze.
This is it.
Now we're in the Mad Hatter's Tea Party Garden. But except... another really weird thing about this world, the Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and the Dormouse, they don't actually physically appear. They're a painting for some reason, which is beyond me. A very merry young birthday. Sit down to get your present. So yeah, all these chairs will give you a present. This chair right here and this chair right here will spawn enemies. So I would recommend just hitting all the chairs outside of that. This chair right next to it gives the best one because that gives you an elixir. See? Wasn't a waste at all. And as you can see, these guys' moods suddenly change. I just don't understand why it's not the actual, like, Mad Hatter and March Hare here. I really like this world. I think this is really good, like, first proper Disney world in terms of, like, how it's designed gameplay-wise. Because, like, as you can see, there's a lot of secrets and moving parts here that just, like, brings out the magic in Kingdom Hearts 1. But when it comes to accurately representing the Disney movie itself, I think it really falls flat from, like, both its set location, and to the fact that, like, we barely interact with, like, half the wonderful characters in the world. Again, those flowers in the Lotus Forest, they're supposed to be, like, humanoid and, kind of bad, though. But here, they're just kind of normal flowers, so good gameplay-wise, kind of meh representation-wise. By the way, if you somehow get into the Lotus Forest before the, card battle, this tree right here will be in front of this door to block you from entering. I have no idea why they even thought of that scenario, but it's... it's pretty funny. They're hiding somewhere in the mall morass. Okay. Want to find the shadows? Try turning on the light. Another neat thing about Disney worlds in this game, since the first game in the series, you had to set up a lot of how this world and universe properly works. So this world's more about introducing how the the Heartless works, but you know, it is kind of basic of the stronger the light, the stronger the darkness is. The running theme for this series. It's too dim. Make it brighter. What next? Or whoever's talking. Give me one more lamp. You can light it. This is the most pointless cutscene ever. All the lights are on. You should see the shadows soon. They'll rise in this room, but somewhere else. The shadows might go to that doorknob, too. So yeah, we had to head back to the normal bazaar room to complete the world.
This is it! Fire!
Oh, get up here. Or get down.
See ya! Deep freeze! Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
You can't hit that fireball back at the Red Nocturne. That will stun them. Alright. Jump into Slash, heads back to the Queen's Castle. And we'll get a Sandaraji, which is an upgraded gun for the Gummy Ship. You'll have a better view from up here. Ignore him for now, because there's still a few more things we got to do. The plant grows. This will give us just a little bit of goods. Let's head back to normal size. Poison. Alright, so first, we'll read this book. Something stuck inside. Missile shard. Nothing of importance is written. Alright, so move the bear. That will shrink. That will make that appear. Move this aside. Before we shrink back down, let's head back to the rabbit hole. Whenever you backtrack to the rabbit hole, it's gonna spawn enemies. So.
See ya! Deep freeze!
Ooh, fire ring.
See ya! See ya!
Thank you, Donald. Then.
See ya! Deep freeze! See ya!
Donald, hit with magic. Thank you. And here, little jingle. And a mega potion. Can't go over that. Yeah, that's probably... Ooh, stuck. High potions we don't need yet. Yeah. So let's shrink back down. Ignore the Cheshire Cat one more time. Head back to the Tea Party Garden, and you get a little treasure chest here. Dark Matter, that's a very rare sensitive item. So make sure to keep a track of those. We cannot get those chests over there, unfortunately, yet. So let's head back to the Cheshire Cat.
Gee, all this running around is pretty exhausting.
Goofy panted as they ran through the Lotus Forest.
And this world's just one weird thing after another.
Donald said to Sora. Yeah, it's like a land of wonders, Sora replied.
Yeah, it's crazy. I hope we can go back to the king and our castle soon.
Donald trailed off with a sigh. Once Donald and Goofy find the king, will they ever see them again? Sora wondered sadly.
Our castle's the most fun anywhere, said Goofy. And the fanciest, and the most exciting.
Sora broke out into a smile. Well, our island has an amazing beach where we can swim all year round. He don't know if it was still there, but he promised Kairi they would go back.
Gosh, that sounds nice. We don't have a beach.
Goofy sounded especially envious. When I find Kairi and Riku, you should come visit.
You can come to our castle too,
Said Donald, glancing at Sora.
and meet the queen and Daisy.
Yeah! Even though they found the king and Kairi and Riku and went back to Destiny Island, he wouldn't forget this. Keep the memory of running through the Lotus Forest with Donald and Goofy. When Sora realized that, it lifted his spirits.
Promise, Sora!
They grinned at one another and ran back through the court of the Queen of Hearts to the room with the talking doorknob. Alright, it's time for the boss, so... let's shift this to the ability studs, give Goofy the fire ring and the protect chain. Let's put on treasure magnet, that helps draw in faraway orbs. This, I'm not really sure if it does anything for Donald, but why not? And jackpot increases how much prizes you get, so you know, rolling that riches. And then talk to the cat to start the fight. The shadow should be here soon. I prepare for the worst. If not, too bad. Alright. This guy's name is Trickmaster. And he's kind of not the best fight ever. As you may notice, we are still shrunken down. So that's the gimmick here. Only the top half of his body is vulnerable. So, you can use fire to, like, get some good hits, but as you see, it can light up his torches, and if both are light up, they are, or lit up, I should say. They do extra damage, but oh my god.
See ya!
What?
See ya!
How did Donald do that? There we go! Oh my god! What the hell? You can do that? Wait, what? Whoa! Okay, guys! I just learned something new about this game. Apparently you can use Blizzard to put out the torches. I thought you couldn't do that. And it gives you text. Whoa! Whoa! I'm sorry breaking my, I am the master of this game, sir. Holy shit! Alright, sorry about that. I kind of lost my composure earlier. Let's just start the fight over from scratch. This guy is Trickmaster. He's kind of tricky, did it? It's got 600 HP, so a little more manageable than guard armor. Wait for it to get close, and then... as you can see, only the top half of his body can be hurt. Hit enough times, and he'll go down.
Come on!
Then, you're gonna get back on the table. If you see a little thingy he does, it's kind of start this table to start spinning. Try to throw off your aim, but it won't really matter that much.
Come on!
Yep, this is basically Luke's gonna go for the fight. You're gonna knock him down, you're gonna get on the table, you're gonna hit him, rinse and repeat. You kind of want Goofy Rocket to hit it, since it does a lot of damage, but its tracking is kind of shit.
Fire!
Okay, let's see if we can put the torch out again.
See ya! See ya! Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
I think it has to hit at a right angle. Oh wow, it actually... that actually hit for once. As you see, it's not a very interesting fight. By the way, when that is lit, it will become an active hitbox. so even if you just walk into it, it's gonna hurt. And it does more damage than the average, the non-lit swing.
Come on!
Okay, let's see, can I actually...
Deep freeze! See ya! See ya! Ha!
Alright, it's low HP, so it's gonna start going for the stove, and I just learned this recently. Head to the stove.
See ya! Deep freeze!
I think it's been put out. So he can no longer manually light the torches on the stove. On the record, if he does light his torches, he can do this attack, which you can. This is what lighting the torches looks like, and he can do this attack, and you can parry the fireballs back at him. But I would recommend not letting him light the torch, since it's just gonna make the fight more of a pain in the ass.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
Now,
Deep freeze!
yeah, that's really all there is to it. I kind of need to. I know how to deactivate the stove now. I'm still not sure how to really get the stupid torches out. It might be like a very specific angle you had to hit it at. But honestly, don't waste with fire if you can. A spell you can get in a later world will be better here, so I recommend doing that if you're on level 1. Ifrit's Horn. Yeah.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
Excuse me, let's just shove this down your throat. What was that? You heard that? Sounded like something closed. This gummy ain't like the others, no sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Tame Navi G piece. Splendid, you're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone, off with the shadows into darkness. No. Let's go back to our gummy ship. We might find her in another world. We gotta return to a save point to return our ship. And yep, that concludes Wonderland's story. Quickly go back to the journal. Wonderland's fully maxed out, just adds a different page. After fighting them off, Thor noticed Alice disappeared from a cage, and while looking for her, he and his friends ran into the Trickmaster. They defeated the powerful monster, but Alice's whereabouts remain unknown. And, oops, white mushroom. There you go. Here are the Trickmaster's original colors, by the way. I think I kind of prefer them, but especially since I associate this color palette with a certain boss. If you know, you know. Alright, that'll be it for today's episode. Thank you all for joining me. Next time we have a, albeit shorter, but just as fun world. Until then, have a gay old time, y'all. Peace.